But there's three phrases or three arguments that attorneys will make that as soon as you hear these arguments, you're probably dealing with an attorney that is not well informed. Well, hello everyone. This is Wilson Cole, and I'm president of Adams, Evans, and Ross and Backdoor Hiring Solutions. And I want to take just a few seconds with you to visit with you about some of the things that we've heard from debtors attorneys. That if you hear a debtor attorney say this, now I'm the first to say, if the debtor ever tells you I'm not going to pay because, you need to stop all conversations. I cannot tell you how many times we've had cases that were very collectible get compromised by a client just in an emotional outburst saying something or writing something that can be taken out of context. But this is definitely the case whenever a debtor's attorney reaches out to you. If that debtor's attorney is reaching out to you, I don't recommend that you talk to them, because I can assure you they are not calling you to get you paid. They're calling to build a defense on why they don't owe it. But there's three phrases or three arguments that attorneys will make that as soon as you hear these arguments, that's in an email or things along those lines, you're probably dealing with an attorney that is not well informed on these type of cases. Number one, if they come back to you, and I'm making some assumptions that you have a signed agreement, or you were the first presenter, or yeah, if you weren't the first presenter, you presented them, at a later date, but you set up the job interviews and all of that good stuff. So there is some uniqueness to it. But if they say, well, we don't owe you because our client paid another creditor or paid another recruiter, I can tell you we have argued both sides of that fence through collections in one, and had our forwarding attorneys argue it in the courts and have won. In fact, actually, in the state of Indiana, our staff attorney helped the litigating attorney write the brief in an appeals case that won under that very argument that both recruiters were probably owed. And so that is really irrelevant if they paid another recruiter, because they have a fiduciary duty to make sure that all creditors or all recruiters get paid, and any candidate that you present, they have a fiduciary duty to track it. So they should be using an applicant tracking system. The other thing is when an attorney says, well, we thought about it, and we don't think that your fee's worth $40,000 because all you did was just send over a resume. Now, that tells me there that you have somebody, and we do see that a lot over on the legal side, where attorneys and sometimes even judges don't necessarily appreciate or respect the value that recruiters bring to the market. The third thing is if they say, well, you know, you presented them, but then we had to do all the work. We didn't want them at first. We went back and connected with them, especially if there's a signed agreement. If they're basically saying you presented them and they went outside that agreement, therefore they don't owe you, they're basically saying we should be rewarded for breaching our agreement, in my opinion. But when you hear those three things or variations of those things, you're dealing with an attorney that isn't familiar with this area. We've sent 8,000 cases out to our litigating attorneys. We've processed, a little over $1 billion of staffing and recruiting debt over the last 30 years here. Our staff attorneys work with attorneys in California. They work with attorneys in Florida and all over the place. And they have the visibility to be able to see what's happening in Florida and what's happening in California and what's happening in New York, and kind of be a synergy about it. But most of the time, a debtor's attorney just isn't going to be that immersed in it. They may be a wonderful attorney, but we find a lot of times where it's a guy's golfing buddy that's a divorce attorney or an estate attorney or a tax attorney, and they're just not as vested in that. So they go out and they kind of create some legal phrases that, in my opinion, are just kind of bluff. And so, whether you utilize us or utilize your own local attorney, if you're told by a debtor's attorney that you're not owed, don't take that at face value. More times than not, they're absolutely wrong, in my opinion. So, if you have a collection issue, reach us out over at staffingdebt.com. If you would like us to find backdoor hires for you, go out and look at our demo over at backdoorhires.com. Or you can instant message me here, and my assistant will either connect you directly with me, or if you want to look at the backdoor hire software, she'll set you up with one of our account reps. Hey guys, it's Wilson again, and this video was brought to you by Backdoor Hiring Solutions. And if you like the content, make sure that you click the like button, and also if you want to receive additional videos, then please make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you'd like to learn more about our software, please visit our website at backdoorhires.com. And then also, if you'd like a copy of my free book, The Top 9 Excuses, please click in the video notes below, and there's a link where you can get this book absolutely free. Just simply pay for shipping and handling. Thank you.